All we do is just go number one. Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 117. It's a very special Friday. It's 9/9 today. I don't know if you know that.
I know that. 9th day of the 9th month.
I think it's crazy the way that shit lines up.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's episode 117. If you add that up, 1 plus 1 plus 7, that's 9. It's the 9th day of the 9th month.
1 plus 1 plus 7.
Because
Because
I added across. One,
okay.
one. So I see it like when I look at 117, if I just put all of those together, and that's 9. So I feel like the stars is aligning for us for real.
Did you wipe them
And that's
glasses
for
off
everybody.
you put them on the front?
Nah, I just put them on.
Them joints dusty as hell off the front. You got them joints out of the, Remember when Woody went up on that shelf and found Squeaky or whatever his name was? He was dusty as shit. So you got them glasses.
Nah, no bullshit. That nigga was up there for a minute too. Damn. What is life? What you look like, boy? You look like the dinosaur, boy.
When his squeaker broke, they said, fuck this junk. Threw his ass top shelf. That's where you got them glasses.
What was the name of the horse? Bullseye. You look like Run with the Wind, Bullseye. Like shit. There's a snake in my boot neck ass.
Okay, boy, you look like the snake. You know who you look like? You look like you got a crush on Helga Pataki, boy. You remember that nigga that used to breathe down her neck
No
and
bullshit.
breathe hard and shit? That's what you
Hey,
look
look, that man said, fuck it, I like the feistiness. What was I gonna say that you look like? I forgot what I said. What I was gonna say you look like. Damn, I forgot.
Happy Friday, y'all. Football season is back. By this time, the Thursday night game was last night. We get to the NFL picks.
These motherfuckers are dirty.
I tried to tell you, but yeah, man, excited. Last week, I feel like the weeks have just been kind of like going by, and it's just been regular life shit.
Nah, yeah.
Nothing super crazy interesting. All of the shit that I got to talk about came straight from what I asked people. Yo, what should we talk about? Whatever. Some of the ones that got the most likes.
Yeah. And I was gonna start off like this. I don't always want to start with a story, but look, I went to the McDonald's this morning to get some oatmeal. Got to Starbucks this morning, and I got one of those
Lusty.
TikTok girl drinks. I'm not getting it no more. This drink was all right. I got the white chocolate mocha with
Basic
the vanilla. The vanilla, what's it called?
Cold foam.
The vanilla sweet cold foam with the caramel drizzle.
He got a baddie drink.
I got a baddie drink. But I used to, me and Terrell was saying we normally get, we used to get the white chocolate mocha before school, remember? Mm-hmm. That shit was a hit before class.
I was such a Starbucks novice back then.
Back then, yeah.
It's like, I guess I'll just get this type.
I got a picture from like my 3rd day of school back then, 2014, of my Starbucks cup. And it was a white chocolate mocha. Like, that's all I used to get. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get the ice joint. Never again. What did you get? You got a baddie drink too, though.
No, I didn't.
He got a baddie drink.
No, I didn't. I got we are not talking about Starbucks drinks.
Nah, because I was going to tell that story, but go ahead. What'd you get?
Brown sugar oat milk espresso, 2 pumps of classic, 1 pump caramel.
You see the way he's saying that shit? Mm-hmm. I didn't even order my shit. I said, you got to text me that
If
shit.
you a nigga that, and you know what, that's like a chill, that's like a kind of like a relatively new popular joint. But I've been getting that joint since nobody knew what it was. I used to get a nitro cold brew, a little sweet cream.
Nitro cold brew,
I used to have a Connect. The girl liked me at the joint at the, when I used to
what was her name?
I don't remember her name, but over in Springfield.
What she look like?
I don't know.
Ethiopian, trying to get the nigga in trouble.
Ethiopian chick. She used to like me. So when I would come in there, she'd be like, I know what you want.
Ha! Bet. Hey, look.
Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga.
I went to the McDonald's this morning. I just got the oatmeal. I don't know if y'all ever got the oatmeal from McDonald's. It's fire. If you haven't got it, you're missing out. Don't say oatmeal McDonald's, because I think I tweeted a year ago, y'all was tripping on me. The oatmeal from McDonald's is fire. They give you apples. They give you the raisins. It's bomb. If you haven't had it, just go up there and try it. It's like $5, but whatever, it's worth it. Look, I go up there to get the oatmeal. When I get to the second window, it's this lady up there said, hey, daddy. Okay, daddy. Get my bag, please.
The second
I don't
window?
owe you anything. Yeah, I'm in the second window. She in the window like this. Hey, daddy. She had a neck tattoo right here and a mask on, so all I see is these smoked out ass eyes. I said, why they got your fried ass working up here? Get my bag, please. Look, she was like, I got you, daddy. I'ma see you later. She had me the bag. I said, thank you, but I noticed who she was. And like she was, so I looked at my bag. It's 3 double cheeseburgers in there. Or 3, I'm sorry, not double cheeseburgers, but 3 sausage biscuits in that joint. I said, this isn't my bag. She said, I got you, daddy. I got you, daddy. Then I pulled off. You know what I'm saying? I got Shorty on the phone. So I said, I don't know why she's calling me that. you get in trouble. I'm like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And look, I'm like, why do they have you up at the front? Look, okay, back. So if they have a man at the front of the window calling girls baby girl, hey, baby girl, baby girl.
Get his ass out of there.
They gonna get his ass off the mic quick. Y'all need to get her fucking sexual harassment ass off there, because I felt very uncomfortable in the morning.
Okay, do what the ladies would do. File a complaint. Oh, shit. What is this?
You go to Netflix, look, you just...
Oh, damn, my bad. Look, trying to find my movie suggestion of the week.
You don't have your movie suggestion of the week already picked?
I don't. I need to find one.
He better figure it out before I get there. Because when we get there, if he doesn't have it, it's a problem.
Let's get to it. That's some wild ass shit that happened.
Nah, but I just felt like, you know what?
It's always you.
I don't have a problem with it. But for real, if this was a man up here, it'd be a different story. Hey, daddy. I could have easily stepped off with them breakfast biscuits, though. If I'm daddy, then let me get an extra hash brown.
Okay.
1 second.
She either gave you that.
She not gonna be up that joint for long.
Hey, shout out to everybody that watched Peaky Blinders. People keep telling me that that's one of the best shows of all time, and I promise y'all I'm gonna watch it again. I told myself that's gonna be my fall winter show that I'm gonna actually really try to watch, because I tried to watch it before and I just could not get through it. But I did the same thing.
Yeah.
With something I forget.
I wanted to start this podcast and piss you off.
All right.
It was a tweet that was going around. One gotta go, Terrell. One gotta go. Pure vocals. And shout out to everybody watching the visual podcast. Y'all see I got the iPad turning up. I'm trying to step my game up, you know? Trying to be more productive. If y'all can see my notes,
real ones, no.
looking legit.
I'm not even gonna shit on that nigga. Go ahead. Go ahead.
One gotta go, Terrell. Pure vocals. I don't know if you've seen this. Based on pure vocals alone, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Beyoncé, Adele.
Bye, Adele. Bye.
Never mind, I'll find
someone else that can sing.
Terrell. Adele's not leaving.
Adele's voice is heavy and carries, but she does not have, to me, the skill level of everybody else. I think she sings loud. I mean, she has her range is up there, but you can't do what Beyonce can do.
Jiggy. What did Beyonce just do? She wasn't doing none of that. What was she doing?
Did you have her fucked up though? You know what? Beyonce is my movie suggestion.
Yada.
Nobody wants to hear that.
That's what your girl just did on her album.
Terrance, that was,
and you got the nerve to say Adele's going?
Because you're not about to reduce Beyonce to her dance album, a part of her song that was clearly for dance.
So Adele goes and not Whitney Houston goes?
Beyonce can sing any Adele song. Adele can't sing any Beyonce song.
What song can Adele not sing
Love
by
on
Beyonce?
Top. Love on Top.
Are you kidding me?
She can't.
That's a song that choirs sing.
Terrance, no.
Everybody can sing Love on Top. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love.
She
Baby,
can't,
you're
Terrance.
all I need.
Think about the end of that song. Think about the end of that song.
Adele can go up and down, Terrell.
When she gets to the part where you put my love on top, baby, and then she goes up. She goes up
Adele
again.
is hitting
Adele
that.
not doing that, bro.
Terrell, you're tripping on Adele's voice and you're going to
do-
get canceled for this stage.
Adele can't even do countdown. She can't do that. She can't
Yes,
do it.
she could.
can't
You
do
almost
it.
just did it.
First of all, Whitney is
Whitney is solidified staying on the list.
Right. For sure.
Adele is staying on the
Mariah
list.
Carey, you might can go.
I was going to say, my hot take is that Mariah Carey goes.
Mariah Carey can get up there and do the screechy
Mariah Carey,
joint though.
You're going simply because of that Christmas performance where we don't know what was going on. All I want for Christmas. Whatever she was saying, we was like, what happened?
It was bad.
Has it been a fake this whole time? And let's keep it a hundo. I think if Whitney Houston was still here, she could still step on that stage and sing.
For sure. She's like a matriarch.
I think Adele could still step on that stage and sing.
I think Adele has the least amount of talent out of all of them. And I know that's going to sound bad.
I think Beyonce can still step on that stage and sing. I don't think Mariah Carey's getting on that stage and singing without the help of some background stuff. And I know there's a lot of Mariah fans that's probably going to shit on me because Mariah can go up and Mariah can get high.
She got that screechy. She just did it with Lotto.
But can Mariah sing better than Adele? Some people will argue that Mariah can sing better than Beyonce. Some people think Beyonce don't have vocals. That's a false misconception, but some people think that. Some people would say, a lot of people were saying Beyonce has to go.
Y'all are tripping. I don't understand that. I don't get it. There's people that
go listen to that new album.
There's people that are going to say, let's see Adele come out. All right, Bags, I'm about to piss people off.
Why is Adele getting smoked? Give Mariah Carey smoke.
I want y'all to do those runs that are on Plastic on the Sofa.
Yes.
And I like it, babe. That joint where she ran. Let's see if y'all can do that.
She can sing.
Let's see if y'all favorites can do that. Because people will be so quick to write Beyonce off the list. Fucking relax. Mariah Carey can do something that none of the other ones can do, though, which is that screechy shit. Where you're like, it's like a whistle on.
Nah, yeah. But low key,
she was like, you know, she did that shit.
She passed that torch.
She did that shit to a dolphin. And the dolphin was like, oh shit. That's how you know that shit is crazy.
I saw that. That was amazing. That was one of the best videos on the internet, like low key. Look, I said she passed that torch to Ariana, though.
Ariana Grande has an amazing voice. She just be on some Maddie from Euphoria shit. Like, but
yeah.
She just remind me of like the type of life that she lived. If I had to compare her to somebody, it would be her.
You don't even know her.
Nigga, she made a song called Break Up With Your Boyfriend, I'm Bored.
Oh, okay, yeah, I feel you. She was with Pete Davidson at one point.
She did the Letter to Your Ex joint. That shit was.
I think she has a song called Pete Davidson.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. She does. I know that's a fact, but I'm just saying I don't know the type of person she is. All we do is just go number one.
Shout out to me. I'm in a NFL Fantasy Football League, paid league. Shout out to my boy Cuff because I don't normally do this, and I'm excited. Hopefully I win this money.
Nah, for sure. When I used to play fantasy football, I swear I used to be decent, but I never was in a football league. I won, I think, a couple times, but I never won any money or anything like that. I used to be some shit. I used to forget to set my lineup. I know how bad that is. But I told Terrell, fantasy football will dead ass fuck up how you watch the games.
Nah.
You'll be sitting there rooting against your team.
Who's the better coach? Coach Carter? Or Coach Boone from the Remember the Titans?
We're not doing this.
Real quick. Just real quick.
I would say Coach Boone, Remember the Titans.
I would too.
That's like not even a good question.
I don't know though.
Coach Carter was a good coach, but his team lost. He had to give the motivating, we did our best speech. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he was doing would not have been acceptable in today's time. That's 500 push-ups and 1,000 suicides. That's ridiculous. Before I can play again, I was telling Terrell, the people
Coach Boone,
their players would be strong as shit.
They were saying that Coach Boone wasn't shit without that white boy as to run the defense.
That's bullshit.
They had to come together. He needed him for I don't remember if he was the OC or the DC.
Coach Carter had to coach some young niggas, right? Uh-huh. Coach Boone had to coach through segregation.
Yeah, no bullshit.
They didn't even want them motherfuckers together.
He had one black person and one white person. That's your partner. You stay together.
I'm telling you.
First off,
remember the Titans versus Coach Carter movie. That's a different conversation.
But you know why I didn't want to get flowers? Because both of those brothers really existed. They were both based on true stories.
Nah, Coach Carter T.C. Williams is in DC, ain't it?
A lot of my old employees went to TC, and I'm like, so you've seen men Remember the Titans?
Right.
And they'd be like, no. Young motherfucker.
All right.
But better movie, Remember the Titans. 100%.
I say Remember the Titans.
100%.
100%.
Disney.
Yeah. Bag. Different.
It is back to school for a lot of y'all. And that means some people going back to high school. That means some people going back to college. That means some people are doing their first year of college. I had a lot of people hit me up that have their first year in college, first year on campus. Some people are going into their last year.
Yep.
And you about to be done. But
some people right in the middle.
People wanted us to talk about that. Back to school, advice for the fellas.
Yeah, so the first thing we'll focus on is the back to school aspect for the people that are going back to school, whether it's your first year of college or you going back, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think the number one thing that y'all need to think about, I was talking to Terrell about this, for anybody that's in school, you could be an old head in school. If you paying for it, you can't let your money go to waste.
Yep.
It's not like an amusement park where you pay so we can go in here and get on rides and I paid for this experience. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're going and paying for something that you need to keep and hold for low-key like the rest of your life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're in school for, especially if you pay, if you got that free ride, hey, I mean, really it is an experience. Mm-hmm. But if you paying and after school, 10 years down the line, you still paying for your school, you're going to want to be doing something or at least moving towards whatever you was working on in school. So my biggest advice would be to definitely start mapping out your plan of what you want to do. And it don't have to be one thing. Mm-hmm. It could be a couple different things, but make sure you got some type of plan so that school feels like the first step towards that. You might have people that you're in school with right now that have an internship somewhere because they know they want to do this. And you're like, damn, you really got to figure it out. I done switched my major twice. Yo, it's cool. Like, in your 9, that's going to happen. Like, You're going to be like, nah, I wanted to be an astronaut, but now I think I want to be a dentist. But now I ended up being this.
Astronaut to dentist is wild.
Right. It's a wild motherfucker thing. Took his helmet off, and I said, damn. I got some work to do here.
But you're right, though. I think something that people don't think about is that, like, especially if you take out loans or unless you paying that shit up front, because most people don't do that. People don't think about after them loans. Yeah. You don't really see the money going out. You just set that shit up one day and now you on campus and you're like, yeah, my shit is straight. It's going to be paid for, but that bill's coming right to you. Boy, I wish y'all could see this if you're watching the visual podcast. You got that little sip of juice left. Anyway, you know what you look like? You know what? Somebody said tips for getting girls at parties.
Hold on, wait. I thought we were still on the
This is the back to school. We talking. Somebody said, I'm going to school and I want tips on how to get the ladies.
Well, hold on, wait. Just to end off the first one.
Okay.
Make sure you have a legit plan. As two dudes who went to school, me and Terrell, what we was laughing about the other night.
We went to school for film.
We went to school for film. We are not the next Spielberg yet. You know what I'm saying?
Still, look, and we've been out of school 8 years.
We've been out of school for a long ass time. It's a lot of people that we went to school with that's doing the same thing that we doing. You know or was doing, like just trying to figure it out because our schooling did not shoot us straight into our field. And that is a big ass misconception about school. Because guess what? There's no person that says, hey, we've been watching you your 4 years in school and we want you to come be with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to get out there and put your applications in and say what you've been doing. Mm-hmm. And if all you've been doing is what we're getting ready to talk about next.
Exactly.
Think about who you're competing with.
Yeah. And there's so many things that you just do not learn in college. You don't learn about it unless you are taking a major that might dabble in it a little bit. Like, they don't now. Well, now they do. Now they do a little bit of like career development and stuff like that. But like, people don't teach you about LinkedIn and the power of like networking on a real level, because they got so much other shit to teach you that you gotta kind of pick up on that part that they might not spend too much time on it to where it's gonna be cemented. There's so much shit that we learn in school that I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Remember that class we took on Vectorworks?
Yep. I don't even know how to use that software. And I failed it. Yeah.
We learned how to use Avid, all these different types of like editing mediums that are used heavily in the industry. I don't remember that shit, and I can't afford to have my own. Nope. So you get the hands-on experience, but you gotta be. And then one thing you said that stuck out is you really do gotta know what you want to do, and at a young age, you really gotta like think as an adult and really think back. Do I really want to do this? Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that because the most regretted college majors was put out by Forbes, where they did surveys. The number one most regretted college major is what?
An art major.
Arts.
Almost
50% of people that get arts degrees regret it down the line. Mm-hmm. But I don't say that to discourage anybody from getting an art degree. As somebody who is a proud art student, that people will shit on you and say, oh, you went to school for arts or whatever because you didn't go for fucking business or some shit like that. But if you believe in like the arts and you want to go to school for it, I would still say to do it. But there's also just your grind has to be way different than everybody else because that degree won't get you a job.
You got to be willing to do your artwork on the side while you might work another job that might have nothing to do with art.
It's almost
but that's your grind.
Right. It's almost like going to school to be a rapper. Like, my style is still going to be the one that carries. You could teach me about flow and rhythm and all of that. Whatever I choose for my art is still what's going to carry. Where if I get a business degree, you got a degree, I got a degree, that's the requirement. It doesn't really matter a style or anything. I just got to be a good person that can get the job. Versus if you got an art degree, you still got to be creative as fuck. You still got to put out something good or show that you are niche or different than everybody else. So it's way more competitive. And that's what people regret. A lot of people figured out that, you know what, maybe on a outside, they say art may just be feeling like, damn, maybe I could have like learned this shit and not have the debt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so,
especially now with the world going forward, our degree, we got our degree. I tell Terrell, we got our degree in 2012.
14.
It is a complete, I'm sorry.
14.
Well, I feel like our education started in 2012.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we learning about shit that came out then. We didn't learn about the shit that came out in 2014. We was graduating.
Yeah,
so my thing is like, I even look at it that far away. Like the world has definitely changed for what we learned and what was the main thing. I felt like if I went to Full Sail this year, I feel like the whole curriculum will be just a little slightly different. They probably took mad shit out them books that we learned. But even for my people that are aspiring to be things like doctors, lawyers, people want to be in forensics and be detectives and shit, you really got to think about what you about to step into. If you're getting ready to step into nursing, you want to be a nurse, think about if you even like being in the hospital. If you can't stand going to the doctor, you don't like the smells, you don't like people in there, you know what I'm saying? You need to really kind of reassess the fact that you're going to be spending a mass majority of your life in that situation.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking about the money more than you might be thinking about your experience. And I feel like that can be cloudy too. You need to think about exactly what you want to do for your life. Michelle Obama said it the best. She was the first lady with Barack, and then she realized, damn, you know what? There's more to life after this. She said while she was in there for them 8 years, around year 6, she started feeling like, this is my life. He's president, I'm first lady, we doing this, we live here. This is my house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she said after it was like, okay, she kind of had like this realization that what you want to be when you're young is not only limited to like this one job. So you might think that you want to be a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer, and you might even go on to do that. But you also want to think about the long-term aspect of your life.
Yep.
Because you're paying for school. That's the main thing that we're trying to get at. If you're paying for this school, or you're going to the school, you're putting the time in to go here, because wherever you don't really need to go to school.
Right.
That's a whole different.
That time is more valuable than the money you spend.
The time is more valuable. So if you're going to do that, you got to be doing it with a lot of different things in mind.
My man said they wanted tips for like getting girls at parties, specifically at parties, right?
Yeah.
I got a couple things. Number one, it's a marathon, not a race. Everybody that you're going to see at this party, or most of the drinks you're going to see at this party, you will see again. And this goes for pretty much anybody. Whoever you see at this party, especially if you're on campus with it, you're 9 times out of 10 going to see them again somewhere. It might take a couple weeks, whatever. But you just got to plant, to me, you got to plant seeds.
Okay.
You gotta, number one, this is with my advice, because if it was me, this is what I would focus on. I would make sure I wear some fly shit. I would not be wearing my Sunday's best to class. Y'all will learn that you will just start getting up and going to school.
Facts.
Shout out to everybody that's in college right now. Y'all remember how you dressed that first week, first 2 weeks, first month, first maybe half of the year. Now it's like, let me just throw on this sweater and go up here at 8 a.m., and I don't give a fuck how I look, because we just all here to learn. Y'all motherfuckers have seen me all year. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know what I come with.
Right.
But wear your fly shit to whatever event, and then look, eye contact. To me, that's how you know. Women don't shoot they shot. They just look at you longer than a normal look at you would be. And that's when you know that the shot is being, you know what I'm saying? That's the interest. You make eye contact with somebody and it lasts longer than 1, 2, 3. There's a vibe there.
Okay.
And so you just play off of that. Number one, if you get that, cool, but don't do too much. Some of y'all niggas be doing too much. Remember, it is a marathon, not a race. So type shit me, if I'm giving y'all an example of me, back in the day, somebody make eye contact with me, I might go over, introduce myself. You from around here, XYZ, if I'm at a school, you go to this school, oh, all right, bet. What y'all drinking, whatever. We might do a shot.
What y'all drinking?
We old enough to drink. Oh, well, you young niggas might.
You know what I'm saying?
This is college. They got jungle juice. The Greek niggas have they specialty drinks that they don't want to share the recipe because you can get killed. These niggas is drinking.
Yeah, but like a high school or in back to school party, not really that environment.
If I go to but if I go to an event,
but
everybody gonna have a cup. I don't know. I might make some small talk. Bottom line though, I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not even gonna like press you for no Instagram or no number or nothing. You're just gonna now know who I am, and it's gonna be cool because it is a marathon, not a race. I'm gonna see Shorty again, maybe on campus somewhere else. Hey, you was at the party with such and such. And so that's pretty much it. Also,
all right, let me go, Terrell. Goddamn.
I told you I had a few things.
I mean, can I jump in on what you're saying? Because I kind of disagree with what you're saying right here. I feel like the marathon, not a race thing is cool for when you try and go at a shorty in class.
Terrance, we talking about on campus.
Okay, I know what we're talking about. Can I say my piece? I just let you say your whole piece.
Now you
and I disagree with some shit, but I didn't.
Ahead.
Nah, I can disagree with you.
Go ahead.
I can disagree with you. I don't have to agree with you. Yes, I will disagree.
All right, let's hear it.
I disagree because I believe the marathon, not a race thing, works better for talking to a girl at campus. I thought you said we talking about girls at a party. Getting girls specifically at a party. Mm-hmm. Well, then in a sense, it is kind of like, I don't know. What if you never see that girl again at the party, Terrell? Mr. Marathon, not a race?
Because
parties be like that. People come from different schools, go to a party. You don't need to be the one that's kind of backed off. You do kind of need to apply some pressure, you know?
I'm not saying you got to be backed off. I'm saying just don't do too much because then you look like you don't get bitches for real.
I feel that.
If you all trying to be pressed you can get the IG or whatever, but to me,
you get the number.
You can, but to me, it's a marathon. Like, I do think that the world is small. 9 times out of 10, these girls at these parties, unless she say, I don't go here, you're going to see her again.
Let me get some advice. I think what you need to do is be just like an open book, more friendly. Number one thing I would say is don't be afraid to be yourself.
That was on my list. You didn't let me get to it.
Right? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I was literally about to get there before you had to chime in. Go ahead.
So you gonna list 7 things you can say, then I go.
I listed two things, and I was getting ready to say that my next thing was confidence and vulnerability. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Since you got it prepared.
I'm
ready to go. I'm ready to say something.
Since you had to go, you go.
On some Skip Bayless shit. It's my turn.
Go ahead. And I'm just like Shannon. Go ahead, Skip.
Go ahead, Skip.
Because
I say the number one thing that you need to do is be yourself. 1. If you like anime, you need to be in, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say,
hell no,
Terrance. Lead with anime, but I'm saying don't be afraid that if she say what you like to do, this is what I like to do. Because the last thing you want to do is play yourself like you somebody that you ain't. Yeah, I'm on the basketball team, point guard. Next thing you know, you can't go to no games because you done lied and now you know what I'm saying? You don't want to lie. All I'm going to say is be yourself. And 2, my thing is just be friendly. I think if you're somebody that's in the corner at the party, I don't think you would stand out as much as somebody who's just more open to putting their foot in. You know, a lot of times with parties, a party is you can get girls easier to me at a party than at a lounge or at a bar or at a club because it normally isn't a crazy level of where we just all here for the music and this place. Normally at a party, we all here for
it's more intimate
gathering.
Yeah.
So I think when you're somebody who's not afraid to put his opinion out there, if everybody in the party is saying, yo, did y'all see something or did y'all see this? Say your opinion. You never know. Your opinion might be attractive to that girl that you got your eye on. think about it. Like you said, girls don't come.
She's not gonna come to you over in the corner on your phone.
Yeah, and look, they not gonna say, "Hey, how you doing? Can I get your number?" all the time. But let's say y'all talking about that new JID project, and you say, you know, that Dance Now joint was crazy. That, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a rant when I talk to Ja. She might say, "Yeah, I heard that." Now that's how you done started your convo. Now you using the fact that it was a JID convo. Now y'all both saying, "Oh yeah, but did you hear this? Okay, yeah, you did. Okay, yeah, and what's your name? Oh, all right, bet." Now I done started off with some shit that was out here. I can take whatever's out here.
I feel like I said
and bring it right back.
I feel like I said this.
No.
And
you said,
I said,
play your cards right. Don't do too much. I say if you get the convo going and shorty get the juicing with you, bet. Go ahead, ask for the number. Don't play the safe card at the party. You might not see shorty again.
I was not saying play it safe. See, this is where you changing what I said.
Think about the advice that I'm giving versus what you
Terrance,
they can really go and put that shit in action.
You basically took my advice and then just continued my shit because you didn't let me finish. Because the next thing on my list was create. Look at Terrance. Look,
I said this man has a list.
I said you gotta plant. I said first you gotta plant seeds. My next thing was about to be confidence and vulnerability. Don't be afraid to be you, vulnerable.
You know what? Waiting for the advice for real.
This Terrance, is like you gave a JID. What bitch is gonna come up to you talking about a JID project?
They know what I was. They know JID. They know what I was talking about. I was giving an example.
You'll get a girl more if you singing the Fantasia when I see Terrell.
I'm saying if everybody's talking about House of the Dragon, and then you don't. I'm saying don't be afraid to put your opinion out on what the general. Nah, because you trying to make it sound like I was just talking about JID.
This motherfucker tried to step on my shit
because my advice is probably sounding a little more sound.
Honestly, I feel like we are in the same space, and I'm not going to make it a competition because you tried to.
I'm going to give you an example. This is what Terrell will do. And let me get a 20-second, what do they call it? Let me get a 20-second timeout, which means you shut the hell up. Terrell wants to give advice like this. Be yourself. Be confident. Don't be afraid to make the right move. I'm going to try to tell you a specific move to make. A specific action to put in line. I feel like that's better advice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put in the comments what advice y'all think might be a little bit better. And I didn't really get mine off for real. Go ahead.
Terrance likes to say, I'll give you the advice.
This motherfucker want to say
some super example.
That was a general example
that you hope will happen.
Anybody can take what I said and apply it.
I get what you're saying because you all right. You definitely got to do your shit.
I'm saying be the guy in the party that's like a good guy, like a girl that wants to be with that dude. Like, oh, look, he's mingling with them. He's mingling with them.
Yeah, but you know, okay,
wait till he gets over by me.
What if you shy and you only know your roommate that you just got done? Let me give you an example. You shy. Only person you know in this party is my roommate who I met yesterday because we knew here, but they throwing like a little mixer.
Yeah.
Whatever. First of all, this is about to be my man, 100 grand, because we live together. So, but I'm not going to cling to you because what if you get there and this nigga's with his man that also went to the school and now it's just you dolo. You still got to be able to do what I said.
Being shy is...
Which is...
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all like get out there.
Yeah.
And like you said, that's why I said we saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself in them conversations and actually mix.
Because you saying, what about the guy that's shy?
But what I said, but I also, my biggest point is that it's not a race. And sometimes niggas do too much.
Nah, you're right. That's true. I won't step on that point. Definitely don't soil your shit by rushing to the 8th step when you got to get through all the first ones. For the dude that's shy, I mean, my biggest advice to shy people, especially shy fellas, shy is not going to get you anywhere. Shy is going to make you miss opportunities. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact, Terrell.
You said you didn't like when people say stuff like that.
What?
When people say, if you shy, just don't be shy.
Nah, but I'm letting you know the effects of it. I'm not saying don't be shy, but I'm letting you know being shy, you're going to miss a lot of opportunities because of your shyness. And it's not a bad thing. It's something that's to accept. You know, I'm a little shy. Shy is cool when somebody say, hey, do that dance you did last night. Nah, I don't want to do that right now. But when it comes to your opportunities, when you let the shy kick in, I want y'all to think about everybody that y'all love. Football players, fucking, not even football players, but the entertainers, the people y'all think are funny, the people you watch on TikTok, there's a certain level of shyness that everybody has to get over to put themselves out there. And I feel like when it comes to getting girls, especially fellas, you gotta be able to not be shy.
Yep.
Low-key, a girl's supposed to be shy. You know? You go up to a girl, she a little shy, and you kind of gotta fight through that. You gotta knife through that. You gotta be like a hot knife through butter when it comes to her shyness. But you as a man, you being shy is cool, but you're gonna have a tougher time because you're gonna miss a lot of opportunities because damn, I was a little too shy.
I don't know if I agree with you.
You listen, and I can speak for it because I feel like I'm somebody who was shy most of his life. And until I got over my shyness, I watched my shyness miss me a lot of opportunities.
But does that have to do with, because I think the larger point is you learn to like love who you were.
Yeah.
You've said on this podcast before, you know how we got that clip where you was like, you got me. Remember you was like, this is who I am, this is what I like. It doesn't matter, but you got like who I am.
Yeah.
That comes with like being completely comfortable with yourself.
Okay.
Then you weren't as shy anymore because, and like when we started doing YouTube in 2015, we had already been putting ourselves on camera looking crazy for a couple years.
Nah, yeah.
And so when people started watching for real, we didn't have an issue with the being myself and being weird and the way my voice sound and the way I look. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Do not show me the first Which Is Better we did, or send me clips from the future future review.
Anything from what was in Mama's basement?
Yes. Them joints are so hard to watch, but like me now, I can look at myself, whatever, because I'm comfortable who I am now. And I think that's the reason why I'm not as shy anymore.
Candace, you hear what he's saying?
What?
Because whenever Candace try to show something,
not because that's what it is. The shit in
Candace,
the past.
you hear?
I'm talking about my shit now. The shit in the past, I hate it. It makes me cringe. I hate it. But me now, I'm 100% comfortable who I am now. All we have is now.
Nah, you're right.
And so, but I think the larger point of what you're saying about how getting shy gets you nowhere, people need to focus on like being 100% comfortable with themselves. And sometimes that means not trying to mingle with somebody because you really can't give yourself to somebody for real.
But do you agree that being shy makes you miss opportunities?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I just think the bigger point
Yeah.
is, damn, so given that, what do I do?
Given that, you need to put yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable and you can get over your shyness. I don't think shyness is permanent. That book right there, grab that book for me, Terrell. That book right there teaches you that low-key, being uncomfortable is the best position that you need to be in. If y'all looking for a book to read, I've said this a million times. Do y'all see that this book is close by?
For those that are listening to the podcast, this is an audio podcast. He's holding up a book called The Way of the Superior Man by David Dita. This
book literally impacted the fuck out of me, this book. I'm telling y'all the reason why is because it helped me realize that, this is somebody that's going to give it to you straight, right? You're going to miss a lot of opportunities when you're staying comfortable. And being shy is a certain level of being comfortable. I'm going to just stay over here. I got my drink. Fuck it, I ain't going to say nothing to nobody. I'm going to try to stay as comfortable as possible up in this party, And then when it's over, you look, and I'm going to tell you, some of y'all are like this. You ever go somewhere and then you're just kind of like waiting for it to end? And then when it ends, you're like, you have this, thank God that's over feeling. Mm-hmm. That's not good. You should not be at a party or at a lounge or a bar waiting for this to be over. You know what I'm saying? You need to open yourself up and enjoy the moment, Mm-hmm. Breathe out your 2 lungs, you know what I'm saying? Deep into your stomach and be there. Don't let fear completely consume you to the point where you're like, damn, I need to get the fuck out of here.
But you know what?
I used to be just like that. Mm-hmm. Me and Trey used to go to Go-Go's. Damn, I'm trying to dance with Shorty, but low-key, I'm just uncomfortable. And I can understand being uncomfortable and wanting to leave. But low-key, ask yourself, are you really in an uncomfortable environment? Because why is everybody else around me having a good time, but I feel like I'm trying to leave?
But what if I'm just not that type of person? What if I'm not the type of person that enjoys the type of environment that I'm in? Like, if you take me to a club right now,
yeah,
and the music is loud as shit, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? I'm not having fun with you niggas.
But this is what I would ask.
I don't want to be there.
This is what I would ask that person. You're here, though. why did you come? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in that environment. Or if you are going to go to that environment because there was a little piece of you that wanted to go. You wanted to go. There's a small piece of you that wanted to get in there. And now you're in here and you letting these other pieces of you kind of make that one piece of you feel bad. And it's like, nah, fuck that. You know what? I wanted to come here. I'm going to enjoy myself. We bowling. I'm getting a drink. I'm about to make this. I'm about to focus on every one of my goals. Like, I know what it's like to go somewhere and really feel like, damn, I just like can't wait till this is over.
I'm getting ready to say, because I go through that.
Yeah.
I 1,000%. And sometimes,
look, I can't wait to go back home and lay in my bed and watch this or do that.
But nothing. Yes.
I have to get over that.
I'm an introvert, though. I don't agree with you. I don't agree.
Or don't go is what I'm saying.
You're right.
Why are you being...
Because sometimes you have to. What if it's a work party? And you're saying, or what if it's somebody that's close to you is having an event? And you go because you trying to support them. And you'll put your anxiety or your whatever to the side to support them and show that you want to be there. It's to the point where sometimes, look, a motherfucker could be having... Your man could be having a baby shower.
Yeah.
And you not want to go just because... I don't really feel like doing the whole, because look, think about it. When your man have a baby shower, you can't just go and sit there and eat meatballs and just chill. You got to do the games. Somebody's honest, like, come on, man. And now I'm in front with playing the games, but I'm doing this for my man, but I'm not really comfortable. But, so see, there's situations where.
But think about them situations.
You kind of like have to be there.
Think about the person that you want to be in this world. That's what I say. And if you ask everybody exactly what you saying right here, they would tell you that they want to enjoy the baby shower because they're spending their time going. I get it. It's a work party. It's a work event. Or it's a baby shower. If you ask yourself right now, damn, do I want to be the person that can't wait to leave? Or do I want to be that person that everybody enjoyed that was there? Everybody thought that he was having a good time or looked at me and saw I was having a good time. You want to do that. Yeah. So my thing is you can go out and get that. You got to be able to put that horse in your back and do it, though. Like, when you go to a work party or a work event, you know what I'm saying? They got all of these different things that's set up. It's the easiest thing for you to do is to just sit and be like, man, I don't really feel like being here. Like, I don't really, trust me, I know that vibe. And I've been there before. However, you're going to feel way better when you get the most out of an event. You go to a baby shower and they want you to get up and play a game, or just putting yourself in environments like that makes you more of a social person. Everybody, I'm sure, can agree that they'd rather be more social than sitting off in a corner waiting to go home to nobody or to your man or girlfriend. You need to be somebody that people want to invite. I feel like that's going to be a way better life for them, the people around you, and you. And if you think that people don't feed off of that fear, you in a corner by yourself, that's fear. People feed off of that. Not meaning that they feed off of it, meaning they're going to take advantage of you, meaning maybe we won't invite him next time. Do you want to not be invited? Because this is what happens.
But you see, Terrance,
people like that be the same people that be pissed off that they didn't get invited, pissed off because you're always negative.
But, okay, yeah, you're right. But don't look at it as just the person being negative, because it's not always that. Sometimes, like you said, when we was younger in high school, we was like cool because we were twins, so we were cool, but we weren't like these niggas that were running the high school cool.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas that was on the basketball team, the niggas that back in the day,
the niggas that looked 28 when they was in high school.
I'm never gonna lie. When we was growing up, me and Terrance have always had a haircut. We have never went the grow your hair out route. We have had haircuts since we was little. We had bushes when we were 8, and if you see those pictures, we look like some damn the pirates from what was that movie? You the Captain Now? That's what we look like from Captain.
Somebody
Phillips.
used to swear I looked like the main character from that movie.
We used to
look just like him.
When we was 8, we looked smooth like Huckleberry Finn.
Nah, yeah,
shit.
for sure.
But we've always had haircuts. The niggas in high school that was the coolest was the niggas that had dreads. Because we grew up, think about it, 08, Wayne put out whatever, so it was like
it was all
Wayne
about the
era.
dreads, yeah.
By the time we had high school.
Locks.
Exactly, locks, right. So by the time we had to high school, those was the niggas that was the coolest niggas in the school normally had long-ass dreads.
Yeah.
But I said it to say, you got to a point in your life later, because think about it, you never changed who you were. You never tried to like change where you or the type of person you were. You just literally grew into the person you are now. And a lot of them niggas that's cool can't hold a candle to you now. But you never change.
Okay.
So I'm saying that to say, maybe the person that's quiet, who cares if I don't get invited again?
Nah,
because if y'all don't like me, for me, or but you, remember I'm saying like not if you in that joint being negative or whatever. All right, bet.
Nah, I'm saying this is all like a self-interior thing. If you didn't want to go, then don't go. I don't give a fuck if it's a work thing. Terrell will tell you I didn't go, and everybody that used to work with me will tell you. If it wasn't a mandatory work thing, I'm not
Terrance
going.
Was not there.
I'm not going. Hey, we all gonna go to Fridays after this. Oh, all right, bet. Oh, I might come. I'm not going. I never wanted to go. Only because I had a little thing with work where I didn't really want to. I don't want to go out with y'all. I see y'all 40 hours of my week. I don't want to see y'all outside of this. That's just how I used to be. And plus, we always had a lot going on. But I say don't go. But if you're going, to me, I see a little light in you that tells me you wanted to go. And now you're here and you're uncomfortable. And it's because there's all of these outside factors. Fear. There's all of these outside fearful factors that's keeping you from being yourself, your true self.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you saying, all we got is right now, then that's it. Stop thinking that later, you know, I'm gonna finally get my hands better with this party shit. Nah,
yeah.
You need to go and be that guy now. That's what I'm saying. At the parties, and you're a shy guy in the corner. What if, you know what I'm saying? You don't have. I was watching this video on. I forget what it was on. Somebody who was about to die. Probably one of these rappers. But they was going over a timeline. They said he didn't know that he was at the end of his life when he went in this place. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, you really don't know when your story's gonna end. So low key, not trying to say that the only time is now, but like,
you're right though.
This not gonna be the only girl you see, but you need to start your progress of getting out of this in the box thing, no matter what it is. Shout out my boy Evander. You know Evander's gonna tell you exactly how he feels, and it might not be popular.
Yeah.
But he's not afraid to do so. And believe it or not, when we was working, I grew a liking to him as a man just because of how he kept it 100. Yeah. You know how y'all meet people and they just say what everybody is thinking, or you can tell they just saying some shit they seen online or whatever. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that person's wrong, but everybody is trying to be more social, more likable. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You might not like certain people, but
nah, you're right.
At least they showing you who they are.
Yeah.
You're being closeted, in the corner, shy.
Closed
I don't really
off,
do it.
And you know what? It is easier to make friends than people think. 100. A lot of the movies and TV shows and shit that you'll watch make it seem like it should be awkward. And sometimes it is, but it's jolly easy. And as men, sometimes we have this bravado or this cover where like women have what's called the resting face or whatever, right? They call it a resting face where they just look mean. As men, we don't always look friendly, but low key, the niggas are cool if you cool.
Right. And that's most of the case.
Right. My best friend Leah threw a birthday party, right? Where it was guys that came and it was ladies that came. And we was playing like this card game, whatever. And the fellas that came, first of all, I had got there before a lot of the niggas. It was just me, her, and then all of like her sister, her cousin, one of her friends. The fellas get there, right? And a lot of these niggas looked at me like, you could tell when a nigga looking at you like, I don't know this nigga right here.
Yeah.
But somebody got to be the one to be like, yo, my name is such and such. What's going on type shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember being at the party. The niggas was over at the what was it? Beer pong table. We right here about to play this card game. I went over to them off the women was like, yo, they trying to play this game, but we need the fellas. And niggas open right up. And that was the day that I realized, damn, niggas really don't be about that hostile shit unless you in a certain environment where you have somebody or you know what I'm saying? So it's relatively easier than we be making it seem.
And that's 100%. Like, even like at this past weekend, my aunt had a cookout. It's just like, not more so on that tip, but yeah, when we was there, it was like, you know what? I'm going to do the 360 cam with my mother and stuff like that. You You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to talk to my family and play football with my little cousins. I was out there throwing football in my Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know what? This is like, I just want to be out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to act like I'm that way in every single environment that I go. Even in the gym, bro. Them 2 old dudes I was telling you yesterday. I see them working out. I go straight up to these 2 older gentlemen that I speak to all the time. And I'm like, what y'all got going on? And what do? They open right up. We putting this on here. We doing this. We do 10 reps. And then we do another set. And then we do another set. And I'm like, all right, so can you always make? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Always pay. Sometimes I was sitting in that student seat forever. Even if I feel like I know more than you. I'm like, all right, so what you do when you do it? Like, what are you thinking? And you let niggas get their shit off. And then I've met plenty people that I even walked up to dudes that I feel like didn't even really even care that I walked up to him. But it's like, yo, dude was sitting there with the red Con 1 shirt on about the bench press. Right before he did a set, I went right over there and was like, red Con 1, do you use Total War? Like, are you using like all of their products? Dude opened right up. Start telling me about their protein, where he get it from, went back to his set. I don't even know his name. Yeah. And I was just saying this. I do that for me. I'm not even talking to you for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a you thing.
It's a me thing. I'm really just low-key practicing my social shit. You in the store and you see somebody getting some salt and vinegar chips and you fuck with them heavy. This is how it could go. Hey, I see you getting salt and vinegar chips. Yo, my favorite ones are the Lay's chips. That person can go, oh yeah, get them from a daughter. All right. You can feel like, damn, I shouldn't have said anything. Nah, fuck that.
Right.
He knows that about you.
Right.
And guess what? Let something else happen. And it probably won't happen, but like if something were to happen, he would know who you are as a person in a very slight way. You know what I mean? This dude's cool. I'm making everybody around me feel comfortable. That's my goal. Yep. I don't want to go around and look raw. Y'all know what we look like?
Right.
We pit bulls for real. Does he bite?
Right.
You know?
Yep. And you just spoke on some real ass shit. You ever have a conversation somewhere? It could not even be confrontational. It could just be like you met somebody or you just ran into somebody and you said something. And I know you've been through this before, but you get in your car and you replay the conversation over and over and over again about what it could be or how I could have said this different or why did I say that stupid shit? I've learned to stop doing that and this is who I am and I don't give a fuck if you didn't like what I said or if I sounded whatever because I fuck with me.
This is me.
Because at the end of the day, like me and Terrance are low-key the same person. Like, came from the same womb, same birthday, same look.
Same household.
Same house. But at the end of the day, when I shut that door, it's just me. When I get in the shower, when I look in the mirror, when I put in AirPod here and here, it's just me. And so I have to love myself. You just gotta really get to the point. And sometimes it takes time for you to really, you kind of gotta mature into it sometimes.
100%.
But you really learn to like turn your insecurities into stone. Like, yo, I am this way and whatever. Like I learned that I was the skinny guy for a long time and I just got comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, muscle bound niggas, whatever. And now I'm getting a little bit bigger now, whatever. But that's the insecurity that now somebody said, this skinny ass nigga, you're not hurting me. Cause I'm already turned that into stone.
That's like talking about my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've had a big ass weird shaped head my whole life. It's nothing.
And now when niggas say shit to you, it don't hurt me no more. You can't hurt me in front of bitches no more. You know what I'm saying? Cause now I'm not dice your ass up too. But
what you're saying, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna go home with that.
And listen to it from somebody or two people who's dealt with it on a tall level, especially with twins. You're fighting for your individuality your whole life. I've had people compare me to Terrell in ways that used to strike the fuck out of me. Even like yesterday, the dude was like, oh, I noticed your brother got bigger legs than you. This man is telling me to my face. When you think about that statement, oh, no, I noticed your brother has bigger legs than you. I could be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Maybe he didn't get that good of a look. I could be so striked by that. So we don't do pause. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You're right.
But I'm like, what is he talking about? I could be saying, I could have that, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm me. I've been compared to this nigga my whole life. My entire life. Mm-hmm. If I can find my own individuality, so can you. And that's just a fact.
Right.
If I can find it, so can you. If he can find it, so can you.
There was a point in our life where Terrance started to get more. I was always known as the funny one. Shout out to my niggas Ryan Rashad. We used to sit outside. I was the funny one. Mm-hmm. And then slowly but surely, this nigga Terrance started to become the funny one. And I was the one that wasn't as funny. And I started to feel like, fuck this nigga.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Not like on some real fuck this nigga shit, but I started feeling like, damn, I need to get my funny up because this nigga's out funnying me. And when we started the channel, honestly, it didn't really fuck with me because whatever. Yeah. But when we started the channel and I got to see a world acclaim, I had to just accept, even to this day, motherfuckers in the comments will be like, yo, Terrance is so funny. Terrance should do stand-up.
But Terrance also is not afraid to take the leaps that Terrell will not take.
I am a little bit more reserved. But in that, I don't have resentment or feel like
I'm less than.
I don't feel that anymore. It's just something that switched. And it's like, you know what? This is a part of us becoming different individuals. Like, Terrance is low-key funnier than me. I don't even know how he come up with some of the shit that he say. But that is one of those things where it's like you finding your individuality and some shit happen that strike you like, damn, I guess I need to accept this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And look, the way me and Terrell was in the womb, Terrell laid wide ways on the top, right under my mother's lungs. He laid wide. My head was down towards my mother's birth canal, and my feet was up. So I want y'all to keep in mind, Terrell was getting all of the food. I wasn't getting a lot. That's why Terrell is naturally bigger than me. So while you've heard or seen funny, I've always had to fight with the fact that Terrell hit puberty first. Terrell did a lot of shit first. Mm-hmm. Terrell's, oh yeah, I know that your brother's bigger than you. Your brother's, look, even to this day, yesterday, your brother's legs bigger. Shit like that used to strike me. I used to be like, y'all motherfuckers really just need to see a side by side.
And since Terrance
because let's stand up right now, show our legs. And see who got better legs.
Terrance, your legs not fucking with mine, bro. I don't want to sun you like that. I don't want to sun you.
Terrell,
this motherfucker, his leg day, Terrance leg day will be on Wednesday.
Think that he's stronger than me, but I'm letting y'all know in this podcast right now, Terrell is not stronger than me. He's
legs? You're stronger. Your upper body is stronger than mine. Legs, you're not holding a candle to me. You're not holding a candle to me, bro. You're not. My legs.
Goblet squad with what? What's he using?
This nigga Terrance will have his leg day on Wednesday. You see the nigga in the gym, he's doing lat pull down. I'm like, what are you doing? He like,
don't try to make it
my leg day, I'm doing back because
Terrell, I'll have a sore leg day. Don't try to just shit me. I'll never skip leg day. That's supposed to be my leg day today. That's one thing that I dread. I'm like y'all with the parties. I don't want to stand in the corner in this jump.
But look, you know what?
Just to sum that off, I used to get striked by,
and you was the older one too. So it was people used to always be like, "You the youngest." Remember?
Yeah, you younger. And I'm like, no, like that was crazy. But you find your individuality through growth, and you're gonna be here. You're gonna get invited. They're gonna tell you, yo, you need to come. Are you gonna spend your whole life dreading going?
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend your whole life dreading going? Because guess what? When it's Judgment Day and the Reaper's knocking on your door, you're going to say, damn, I wish I had another 1 or 2 more parties to enjoy.
Yep, that's a fact.
And that's just a fact.
And that goes for people that might be living a lifestyle that's not the one that they want to live. Right. You know, you might have a different, set of what you like that's not popular to the world. Specifically like the LGBTQ community. You might as well just live the life you want to live.
You might as well, because you get one.
You only get one. Right.
They said they were talking about some gas planet that's 63 something light years away. It would take 1.5 million light years to get there. A million years or something to get there. Some dude on TikTok was talking about that. Maybe if when you die and you come back and you go there, maybe you do get another go at it. But low key, on this rock, this little one that we got, you might as well live your truth
and take your time with it. But just think about this convo like, all right, bet maybe I start making those steps. to being a different person. And I've said on a couple of things, take a solo trip. Because when you out of town, you can be whoever you want. Nobody knows you. I can go be whoever I want to be out of town, and it's just me. And then when you come back, like I was telling you, I was looking through my pics from my solo trip in June, and I'm like thinking, I had the initial thought to be like, let me go show Terrance this. And I remember, damn, it was just me there. Was just me. I was alone. And I was like, damn, this is some shit that I'm going to have with me. And that trip changed my life because you just down there to just think about your whole situation. I was thinking about my work. I had cut off all the women in my life. It was just me, dolo. And it was like, damn, this is just like a fresh start.
Yeah.
And so
I used to have a fantasy about moving to somewhere like Maine and not being with Terrell and just changing my name to Joe, changing my name to Phil. And nobody knows I'm a twin. Nobody can see me and say, hey, where's your brother at? Yep. Hey, Phil, where's your brother? They wouldn't do that. I would just be Phil. That's why as a twin, Terrell probably had a situation like this, but I've met girls that I didn't tell I was a twin.
Yep.
And then they find out and like, hold on, wait, you never told me you was a twin. I've had girls that I used to talk to, never finished out. Be like, oh my God, I am tripping because I never said nothing because there's a fight. There's that fight for individuality through your whole life. So basically, in short, like we were saying, if me and him could do it, man, y'all can do it. You can get out here and live the life that you want to live if you put that effort towards it.
Is that a picture of me on your phone?
It is.
Shout out to me. Boy was clean. Top golf.
Oh, bull. You looking real funny, though.
But, yo.
Moving on.
But, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I think that was a good combo.
Dope combo, for sure. And you know what? I wonder if we have any twin listeners.
Listeners, yeah.
That are also a twin that also went through that individuality. Hey, you ever watch the movie and then they have the... And this is a weird thing it might just be a weird thing for me. But you ever watch a movie and the person has like a passport and they're like, we can get out of here. I got a new passport, different identity. Like, think about on Breaking Bad where you pick up the motherfucking vacuum joint and be like, I need a something 3000, and that meant
you can go out.
You was going to go away. You ever thought about that shit? Like, damn, I wonder if I did that.
Like I just told you, I had a fantasy where I would just go away, yeah.
That's what made me think about it.
Yeah.
Because I said, damn, like, I'd definitely be seeing people think that and see that and be like, damn, I wonder what the fuck I would pick for my passport if that motherfucker would work at TSA.
No bullshit. Y'all need to watch Echoes.
I'm 2 episodes in.
Y'all need to watch Echoes. That's a good joint. Shout out to the people who said they watched it per my recommendation. But you could definitely live I mean, look. If you're going to be 90 years old and you're only 18,
right,
20, damn.
I got a question for you. I don't know if you can answer it, though.
I got a question for you. I don't think you can answer, too. Go ahead.
You go.
Mine's is like real whack. Go.
Mine is, somebody said, what's an L you've taken that served you the most beneficial lesson? And I know that sometimes you got to think like, damn, of all my L's, what was like I learned the biggest lesson from this L?
Not making a basketball team. I'm not going to tell that story right now.
Terrance, why not?
Because it's too long, bro. And I want to have the space.
It's not too long. I'll let you rock. Just summarize. Or do you want to?
I'd rather get into the meat and potatoes of that. But I'll give you another one. We're going to get into that. I would
never get into it. People have been asking for that story.
Nah, yeah. I would say I went for director when I was in film school of this film that Terrell wrote the screenplay for. Mm-hmm. Terrell was set to be the cinematographer for it. And I wanted to direct it. And I felt like since it came from the mind of my twin brother, I should get this. And I ended up not getting it. And after not getting it, I came up with every single reason why I didn't get it, and it had nothing to do with me. It was all about my race. Man, they didn't believe in me. They didn't pick me because I was black. Mm-hmm. We was real revolutionary back then because, you know what I'm saying, we was at a PWI, predominantly white institute. Mm-hmm. But when I didn't get that job, I just blamed everything else. They didn't give us enough time. They probably didn't even really read you know what I'm saying?
My shit.
My shit. But that was one of those L's that I didn't learn from until later on. Because I realized, damn, you know what? I made big excuses for not getting something and pointed at everybody else, but really my preparation was not there. I didn't cross all my T's and dot all my I's. Mm-hmm. Looking back, plus I was also young. And when I look back at the way that I was talking when I was 18, I wouldn't have picked me either. So I feel like you're going to take an L that you might not learn from in 5 years, 5-6 years. And I think the most benefits that I got from that was to start taking L's and understanding that I'm going to fuck up and be the reason why shit is the way that it is. You can lead a whole life pointing him, her. They the reason why I didn't get this.
Yep.
But for real, a lot of times that shit be on your own back why you ain't get it.
That's a fact.
You ain't put enough gas in that tank and then you ain't all the way make it. You put the gas in the tank.
Right, yeah, you did it.
You can't say they shorted me. I paid $50. They should be giving me $50. Huh? Nah, like, you also have something in your car that lets you know.
Yeah.
So, that was probably one of my biggest beneficial L's, but outside of the basketball team thing. That's a whole different joint. We talking about that on the next one? We're going to get into that.
Hold this nigga accountable. And you know what? Self-accountability is the toughest accountability outside of anything because it's you.
Yeah.
And so it starts with blame. You start blaming other people. And then, the first is denial. You deny that you even have an issue. Then you kind of realize it could be you, but you start blaming people. Then you accept it and then you move on. Or then you accept it and you get perspective, then you move on.
Yeah. I thought you was going to say a big L.
My biggest L that provided me the most beneficial lesson would be me not getting that last job that I wanted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it gave me the life that I have now. And it was like the hard no that I needed. I felt like that job that I was going for was a 6-figure job. I would have had my own box. It was the apex of everything that I had been working for the last 5 years. I mean, switching districts, kissing ass, getting with the right motherfuckers, doing shit I did not have to do, overworking because this shit gonna pay off. Now, when I didn't get it, and mind you, that whole time, Terrance is telling me, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. We will have way more freedom and we could do whatever if we do this. I was low-key afraid that we weren't gonna be able to do it. And so when that happened and I didn't get the job and I just took that leap of faith, the shit ended up working out. The reason why I say that's the most beneficial for me is because it really did turn into like a benefit.
Yeah.
We got to do more with the Patreon, the podcast. I just felt more comfortable. I could spend more time with my family. I was able to be a better guy to talk to. Like, I wouldn't have my girl now if I was still working. I firmly believe I would have ended up ghosting her ass.
Yeah.
Because some shit would have happened at work. Motherfucking event would have came up and I would have been working on some shit. She wouldn't have stuck around for that shit. She always say, look, I met you when you were working. It's still.
And honestly, if we keeping it a hundo, that's no kudos to the motherfuckers that didn't give you that job. Right. I don't want, if it come across, you know what I'm saying? Right. You didn't do him a favor. That still was fucked up because he definitely deserved that job. But
you just
the way
learned that
work.
Yeah, for sure. You gonna hit that, the back of your motherfucking track cleat, gonna clip that hurdle. And you ever seen the video of the little girl that was running on the track and she hit that hurdle and fell and got up and still won the race? Mm-hmm. That shit just come across my TL and I'm like, whatever. That shit is a metaphor. It's a reason why this is in my algorithm.
Nah,
you know what I'm
saying? And all of y'all's. If you see that video, I think the best part about that video, as soon as she falls, every single person thought she was done.
Yep.
There's no way she's gonna win.
Yep.
Damn, she lost.
Damn. And shit, well, I think her name was Heather. Oh, Heather, her mom.
And then she got
Then it was like, oh shit.
She got up and proved everyone wrong.
Yep.
Because every single person said, oh, after that fall, it ain't no way she gonna win this race.
But guess what? I gotta get in the shower with me. I gotta go to sleep with me. I need to believe in me. I got to get up and keep running. And won the motherfucking race. Enough preachy shit.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you some shit that's left. Would you rather spend the day with Donald Trump or spend the day with R. Kelly?
Terrance, why? What the fuck? I don't want to spend the day with Donald Trump, and I don't support what R. Kelly did. I don't want to spend the day with Donald Trump, and I don't support what R. Kelly did, but I would spend the day. I'm spending that day with R. Kelly.
So you wouldn't spend the day with Donald Trump? You would spend the day with
See, either way you look at it, it's fucked up. But I'm not sitting with Donald Trump. No, I'm not sitting with you. That video where they was pushing that black woman out of his rally, he was like, back in the day, I'll tell you what used to happen to them. They would not do that. I will never sit with you.
Okay.
I will never sit with you because I know who you really are.
Yeah.
Or I see who I think you really are. R. Kelly is fucked up, and I'm not going to have anything great to say to you either.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll sit with him because he did make some of the best music we've ever got. Step in the Name of Love. I am not co-signing this man because he is an animal and he's disgusting. But if I had to pick, that's what it would be, and this is a ridiculous question. I don't know why I was asking.
It's definitely a trick question because everybody's going to slam you for your answer no matter what it is.
No matter what.
You know what my answer was?
What?
Spend a day with Trump. I don't think that I have anything to learn from R. Kelly. I'm not into music. So, yeah, you was a great musician. But other than that, I really don't have anything to learn from you. Donald Trump is racist. Donald Trump is an asshole. But he also is a billionaire, successful businessman. You know what I'm saying? So, I would definitely think about it. Nobody said you had to be nice to him. You had to spend a day with him. He has to spend the day with you the same way. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. It's not privilege. Fuck both of them. However, I'll spend the day with Trump. Because, you know how they say keep your friends close, enemies closer? Yeah. You might tell me some shit that I can keep and use, and now me and you are on the same level. Think about the people that you might work with that you don't even fuck with, but this motherfucker got better numbers than you. So you stick by them. Now you got better numbers than him, but you still don't like him. But now I can compete with you.
Yeah.
You know? So I think maybe I might be able to sit with Trump, and he might be able to say, you know, this motherfucker was the president. Oh, the only reason why I won is because of this. He might say some shit during that day that I'm going to take, and I could bury your ass with that shit. R. Kelly already got 30 years.
And ain't no point in talking to his
There's no point sitting with his ass.
I'm going to change my answer and I will sit with Trump too. Because that's the case. He is a billionaire.
He is a billionaire.
I just don't fuck with you. But you know what? There's so many people out. There's so many people out here that are just as racist that make it seem like they're not.
You're just on the other side. And you know what? Since you're on the other side and you know it, I know what side I'm on. It's not going to be like, I'm not going to be Kanye West with the red hat on.
Both are going to be public.
Both are going to be public. I would say with
both. You got to take a picture with him and be like, sat with this man.
Trump. Let what the people want to say. I know who I am. Like you said, going to bed and sleeping with me. But, look, in a bad bed. But, I think the funny thing about that is, damn, what was I getting ready to say? Oh, I would never ask Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. I would never ask for autograph. Never.
Micah Parsons is a great. He's going to be great.
He's a dog,
and I love Dak Prescott as a guy.
I like
he's a great guy.
Dak Prescott as the guy. But guess what? I know what team you're on, and I know what team I'm on. I'm not asking. I understand who you are. I respect your game, but I don't need that autograph. And it's like
I feel the same way though about.
I can sit with you.
I feel the same way.
You're gonna know I'm a Commanders fan.
Yeah,
because during our day, I'm gonna talk about that. Hey, you know who Chase Young is, right? Oh, all right. You know who Montez Sweat is, right? Oh, all right. You know who Jonathan Allen is, right?
They gotta prove themselves.
Oh, all right.
Niggas that gotta prove themselves. That I threw for 500 on last year. If I'm Dak Prescott.
But look, you gonna know what my energy is.
See, like me, because
you know who Cole Holcomb is, right? Took your shit to the other end zone. You remember that? Remember throwing this way and then going back that way? You remember that, right?
Because I hate Pat Mahomes. I would never, ever, I don't give a fuck if he joins the Broncos.
But look, if you had to sit down, if you got an opportunity to sit down with him, why not?
I don't want to sit with you. It's fuck you for the rest of my life.
I could have got you some free sneakers.
Right, yeah, fuck you. I don't like you, Kelsey. Tyreek Hill, I'm starting to like warm up to because now you in the Dolphins. I don't see you in that fucking crimson red. You know what I'm saying? Now I see you in the Miami. You know what? Tariq's not a bad guy. He's pretty bad guy.
Think about it. If Dak came and played for the Skins,
let me get a picture and autograph. Or y'all be walking around with the burgundy form.
we would.
I'm not gonna lie.
Heineke.
Play with four.
Heineke.
That's about to be y'all starter, boy.
This is why I don't fuck with Wentz like that. Because I hated him for years. I hated him.
Football season is back. We're not gonna do that yet. I had House of Dragon.
Oh, okay.
We like 3 episodes in. It's been great. Honestly, it feels like we're back in the regular swing of Game of Thrones.
Nah, yeah. Where the episodes end and it's like, damn.
I didn't like the fact that Damon. Spoiler alert for y'all. All right. I didn't like the fact that Damon was running through all them arrows and didn't get hit with one.
He did get hit with some.
He got hit with one, but all of these niggas miss enough for you to do that and fight.
Nah, yeah.
Your ass would have had an arrow through the neck.
Yeah, it's a couple things that throw me off about the show right now, where you got a lot of people saying fuck. And I'm like, damn, I don't remember a whole bunch of fucks, like fuck you. Yeah. I don't remember that in Game of Thrones for 8 seasons. I don't remember there being dogs like there are. Like, to see the dogs is a crazy thing, too. But, away from spoilers, something that y'all need to know is that as y'all probably have seen, well, kind of a spoiler, but not, the show moves at a very fast pace, and the main characters do not stay the same age, and we just found out recently, before last week, that they're going to be recast. So a lot of the people that you're watching now may not be in the show by the end of the season. They might be still the same character, but the actor may be different because this character has gotten old over the years. That's just something to look forward to. But House of the Dragon, Sunday night.
Oh yeah,
lit. Fuck that Cowboys game. Give me the remote.
I'm watching the Cowboys. I'm watching that Cowboys Bucks until the Cowboys go down by 21.
Look. It's a commercial break, switch back. House of the Dragon don't got no commercials. We stopped.
No bullshit.
Tech Corna, it is not a super long Tech Corna, but hey, look, shout out to the Tech Corna. We not always here, but when we here, we get Aggie. We get Aggie.
NCAT.
All right, bet. So I only wanted to bring this to the Tech Corna because I thought it was dope. Twitter is finally testing a edit button for the tweets. But there's a caveat. You know the caveat?
You gotta have Twitter Blue.
You gotta have Twitter Blue. Twitter Blue $2.99, $3 a month. You can go back and edit your tweets, y'all. Do you think that means that only the tweets that you tweeted now? Some of y'all probably want to go back and edit old tweets. And maybe it's not that big of a deal. Maybe you don't need it. $2.99 is a lot. You might as well go and get the MalloryBros Patreon.
Yeah, you might as well get that MalloryBros Patreon.
Might as well go and get that for $3, you know? But for my Twitter Blue users, this is about to be lit. As somebody who has Twitter Blue, y'all know how many times I send a tweet and be like, oh, no, I didn't mean to say that, so I undo, because it gives you a 60-second timer before your tweet goes through. That is something that I use to this day. I thought I didn't even need it. I use that religiously to this day. Twitter Blue. You get that, and look, you can change the color of your Twitter icon. It's not much. The reader, where you have the reader where you can you can look at threads as like this big spreadsheet type of read thing.
Yeah.
There's that. But that's it for the Twitter part. This is old news. I think this came out like a couple weeks ago, but Sony is raising the prices of the PS5 everywhere except
they're
the
not
US.
even
Right?
Well, that's still fucked up because they're so hard to get everywhere.
Yup. There's been price ranges from like $50 to $100 to $150 in certain regions.
Oh, price raises.
Yup. And they said the reason why is because in other places, it is a lot more competitive. People really want these joints out in these other places. Here, they said if they raise it even $50, that they feel like people are going to check the fuck out. And I only brought that to the Tech Corner to say, it seems like people aren't really as hyped over the PS5 as these years have gone by. I want you to think about, what was that, Terrell?
2 years ago.
Wasn't it pre-pandemic?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's been out for it's coming up on 3 years, and I still don't have one.
You would think that with the pandemic coming, this would have been the golden opportunity for us to sell as many of these as possible. But the supply shortage, fuck them.
Right, but they rode that wave because this is my thing. Y'all didn't make enough to begin with. I remember getting them pallets.
Yeah.
I remember the night before the joint came out, looking at that pallet and saying, this is all we getting.
This is it?
And knowing I got 300 orders that these are the only ones that's going to be here for pickup on pickup day.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to plan how we're not going to have customer disappoint in the system from people saying, they said my order was going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the pandemic came and they got to say, oh yeah, well, you know, our factories are shut down, so we're not making as much. What's the excuse now? Because y'all still don't have them on shelves like the PS4 and them was.
And I think pandemic or not, they would have had the supply shortage that they had. And this is another crazy thing. The fact that all of this time has went by, a lot of people just really don't give a fuck. You're competing with your old consoles, you know what I'm saying, the P4s, and you're competing with a whole other market, the Xbox One. And it's easier to get an Xbox One now than it is to get a P5, believe it or not. I mean, it's still not that you still can't just walk in and get it, but you can get you an Xbox One. It's not as hard as the P5.
I might get an Xbox.
Bro, that shit might be worth it. Xbox Ones are dope. Xbox Ones are fucking dope.
It's not the one. It's the Series X. Why you keep calling it a one?
Oh damn! I got a P5, y'all. My bad. Xbox, the Series X. But I thought it was Xbox One, Terrell.
Xbox One is the old one.
My bad, y'all. The other joint.
Xbox Series X.
But bottom line, y'all know what I'm talking about. You can go and get that joint.
I might get that joint. Gears of War come out. You'll be on my side trying to play.
Nah, no bullshit. That's a fire game. Tech Corna,
An amazing series.
Gears of War was the best game you ever played. Somebody asked that. What was the best game we ever played? Gears of War was the best video game experience I've ever played in my life.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
I mean, that is like a given. That's everybody gonna say that. But low key, some of my golden childhood moments was when me and Terrell got to play that fucking Gears of War. Like,
nah, for real.
That was the best story mode I've ever played in my life. Gears of War 1.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was the best story mode. At the end when you had to throw the throwing knife at the nigga.
Besides the GTAs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gears of War was just dope.
Gears of War was probably one of the most.
That story mode.
The fact that I can take my gun and slice this alien in half.
Terrell, remember the joint where Marcus had to go up to that house, but I had to leave you, and you had to like turn a light on?
Yes.
That shit, and then we were fighting these monsters.
Scary as fuck.
That shit was dope. And that shit, like, we was bonding like shit playing that joint.
Yeah, no bullshit.
I had to rely on you in a game. Mm-hmm. Anyway, last thing that we got, and look, that's fucked up PS5s. All I'm saying is, damn, do y'all really not want PS5s like that? Because they're not raising the prices here because of the fact that we're not as competitive as other markets. Meaning, they will pay the extra $100 for the price. Oh, price raise? All right, we're going to pay it. Here's enough. Lastly, Apple event, brand new Apple Watch Series 8. We got a brand new AirPods Pro, and then we have a brand new iPhone 14 coming out. Shout out to those who might be getting any of those products. The new AirPods has like 2 times more noise cancellation. I love the noise cancellation on my last joints, but I got Beats now. I'm Team Beats. The new iPhone 14 doesn't seem to be that
much different
than the 13. That 14 Pro has that little notifications update, basically.
The notch. That no notch iPhone
I'm going to get
14.
the Pro for the notch.
Yeah. I'm getting the Pro. I don't care. Call me a sheeple. I don't care.
I don't think I'm going to get it.
I'm getting that Pro.
Because they're going to charge you $1,700 for that bitch?
It's $1099 for the Pro.
My bad, y'all. I'm not
we not Samsung.
We're not going to shit on y'all.
$14.99 for that fold.
Boy, if you get you gonna get something for $14.99. If you get, it starts at $10.99. You're not getting the low
bullshit.
model.
If I get the one with the super storage,
if you get the big storage. But lastly, new Apple Watch. They got the Apple Watch Ultra, the new Sport Apple Watch. I felt like that was dope.
Series 8.
Feel free to go to apple.com and look at all of the specs. Just kind of wanted to let y'all know about that. They did announce that yesterday we watched that.
Mm-hmm. Generation 2 AirPods Pros.
Mm-hmm. Jones had a new noise cancellation. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to sound way better. I'm interested to see what those sound like.
Yeah. But there was a guy that surfs that listens to our podcast.
Oh, for real?
That mentioned me because we said something about surfers. You was probably trying to shit on my man. But that Apple Watch Ultra.
That's for you, bro.
That's for you. That joint is official.
That joint is official. $799. $800.
And you know what? It's a lot of people that don't understand that watch is competing with a lot of the Garmin watches and a lot of these watches that are fucking $10.99, $9.99. So them putting out a $7.99 price point was actually surprising. A lot of people thought it was gonna be $9.99. They got a motherfucking Xbox Series X at the Target up the street. I could get this joint today.
Terrell, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it because I'm not gonna play it.
I'm about to say you're not gonna play it.
I'm not gonna play it.
You gotta get it. And you gotta buy the games.
And I'm so used to the X being down here because I've been playing PlayStation. You remember the first time you had to play your PlayStation when you coming from Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
You was hitting square thinking it was X.
Yep. Throw an interception.
But yeah, is that it for Tech Corna?
That's it for the Tech Corner.
Bet.
If you're playing chess, who would win? The future seer or the mind reader? This is something that was going around TikTok, IG, Twitter. A lot of people wanted to see what we thought about that. I felt like that was a real easy question.
Yeah, me too.
Once again, if you're playing chess, some of y'all don't know how to play chess, so let's say checkers. Who would win in this game? Somebody who can see the future or somebody who can read minds?
I feel like they both literally do the same thing, just in different ways. I feel like the future, if you ask me, the future seer is going to win. I already saw the outcome of this.
I can see the future. You can only read my current mind.
You can read my mind.
If you can see the outcome, the mind reader can see the outcome.
They can read your mind, a.k.a. I know what move you're going to make, so I'm going to make the move you're not going to make. But if I'm a future seer, I've already seen the move you're going to make. So think about it. I might make a move. Think about checkers. Like, we were talking checkers. Right. I might move here to try and set up a double, you know what I'm saying, a double jump to see if you're going to bite and take that. If I can see the future, I can also see possible outcomes. That's like saying, who will win in a fight? Doctor Strange or who's somebody that can read people's minds? I know what you're thinking. The chick from, that was the animated movie. I'm thinking about Encanto, the girl that was the sister. Anyway, Doctor Strange can see outcomes. Remember when he was like, I've seen it was 1,000 whatever ways and only one. The future seer is going to win. I'm sorry. To me, this was easy.
I thought the future seer was going to win too. Only because if you can read my mind, and I know you're going to read my mind because I've seen the future, I can just see whatever the fuck I want. I can think what I want because I know you're just going to read my mind. I'm going to think this, and then I'm going to win. I can see the future.
That is it. I'm going to make you think. I'm going to think. I already know you're going to read my mind. I've already saw it.
Right. I know I'm going to get here. You're going to read my mind.
Therefore, I'm going to do everything I'm going to think some shit that's not really what it is and fuck you up.
People would say, what if the mind reader is able to see that you already saw that?
Now,
nah.
no.
We're going to go with the future seer.
You about to get a message. Responding to the... Y'all are tripping. What?
Nah, no bullshit. All right, man. Y'all know what time it is.
Y'all know what time it is.
Y'all know what time it is. Finally. Hey, you already know what's good. NFL is back. Welcome back. Ladies, please stick around. Trust me, you're going to need to help your man out. NFL Picks is back.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, NFL season. We starting tonight with the Thursday night game. We're going to get straight to the shits.
Yes, sir. Bills, Rams.
Bills, Rams.
At SoFi.
At SoFi? What you got?
I got the Bills. I think that team... Damn, man, I didn't want to pick the Bills. I was just saying earlier, I was like, damn, fuck the Bills. But everybody believes in the Bills. I believe in that defense. Josh Allen... And then one thing they know how to do is put up points.
Yep.
The Rams are missing some key pieces. Van Jefferson's not even playing tonight.
Damn.
So I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'm picking the Bills.
I also had the Bills winning this game. Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, that defense with an added Von Miller. I think the Bills are definitely a playoff threat this year. Yeah. So my first pick of the 2022 NFL pick season is definitely the Bills. Let's get it.
All right, bet. We got Saints at the Falcons in Atlanta. Who you got?
I picked the Saints.
I pick the Saints too.
I'm not sure what the Falcons got going on. They got a young team. I think Mariota is the starter. Was named the starter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mariota is low key a threat. However, I think the Saints are going to show up. I think the Saints have a dope defense. I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints as well.
Turn up New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints as well. That defense, man, that defense is stout. And I've been telling people that the Saints are a sleeper. Yeah. That defense sat on my fantasy board for a long time, and I'm like, y'all are asleep. I'm not a Jameis Winston believer, and I can't wait to see what Drake London's going to do with Atlanta. But I'm going with the Saints.
You got Browns at Panthers.
I'm going with the motherfucking Panthers. I am a Baker Mayfield believer now. Just because I want him to do well because of how everybody has shit on him. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, yeah, Myles Garrett, they got Myles Garrett, Clowney still. They're solid. They don't have Deshaun. So, I don't know if I believe, who is it, Jacoby Brissett? Who's out there? I think it is Jacoby Brissett. For
the Browns?
For the Browns.
Wow.
Which,
I didn't know that.
I don't think that they're going to, I don't know. They could beat Carolina because Carolina isn't great, but I'm picking the Browns. I'm picking the Panthers.
This was actually the last joint that I picked. Like the last pick I was confident on everybody, but this was the one game I was going back and forth on. I'm going with the Browns. The Browns got Nick Chubb. You know what I'm saying?
And Kareem Hunt, yep.
I don't see
Amari. We get to see Amari Cooper. What he gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. I think the Browns have a sleeper team. If they get a quarterback, they're legit. Their quarterback just happens to have a bunch of shit going on. But low key, I think the Browns can step out there and beat somebody like the Panthers.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna spoil Baker's homecoming. I was supposed to be
here.
Well,
no, Baker. They are coming to Baker because it's at Panthers.
Well, I just mean, my bad, not homecoming, but I think they're going to spoil that revenge game.
Yeah. 49ers, Bears.
I'm going with the 49ers.
I went with the Niners, too. The Bears are going to suck this year.
Trey Lance, damn, it's a whole bunch of people that fuck with the Bears.
And again, I'm not a Trey Lance believer. I'm sorry. I know the cool thing to do is to shit on, what's my man name, Terrance? Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G. But Jimmy G had a winning record with the 49ers. Yeah. We haven't got to see a full season of Trey Lance yet. I also think it's fucked up how they just wrote Jimmy off after this man, y'all went to the whole fucking conference, whatever. I mean, yeah, he takes some blame, but like, fuck it, we going with this dude. All right, bet, let me see.
Well, we saw this same thing happen with Alex Smith. The Chiefs went to the playoffs the year that they made the switch from Alex Smith to Mahomes. And I felt like they think this same thing can happen. The way Trey Lance looked good in the preseason. I was excited after that throw. I said, all right, bet. I see why they did it. And trust me, I trust him. I think Kyle Shanahan, he's somebody that is an offensive mind. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think he probably just feels better with Trey. So I definitely went with the Niners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams.
Kittle.
Yeah. And everybody's back? Oh, yeah. They might be dangerous.
I got Ayuk on my fantasy team.
See?
So I ain't starting them, though.
Steelers at Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals, too. I hate the motherfucking Steelers. I fucking hate the Steelers. I hate y'all whole fan base, except for my cousin. I love my cousin.
Right.
But I hate y'all whole fan base. And I hate the Bengals fan base. Because, hold on, y'all, to me, the Bengals got lucky last year, but we going to see. They got a great-ass wide receiver core. But I pick the Bengals.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's a division rivalry game, right?
100%.
That's a dope way to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the Bengals for the sheer fact that they're the defending Super Bowl champions.
Defending Super Bowl losers.
Sorry. I meant to say defending Super Bowl makers. How do you even say that?
Former AFC
champs. I just think that they have some momentum on their team. And I think that they know that everybody thinks that they are one show pony. You know what I'm saying? So I think one trick, sorry.
They definitely made some improvements.
I think the Bengals are definitely getting ready to come out there and be better than the Steelers. Sorry.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, that'll be a fun game to watch. But I'm definitely going Bengals. Turn up.
Eagles at Lions.
I hate to say it, but I'm picking the Eagles.
Yeah. I
think the Eagles are going to be one of the most dangerous teams in our division, NFC East. I'm not going to sit up here and be dumb this year and just pick with my heart. I'm going to try to be smart this year, so I'm picking the Eagles over the Lions.
Yeah, I pick the Eagles too. Not really too much. I think the Eagles' defense is about to be crazy. I think their offense is about to be a lot better than it was. I'm not a Jalen Hurts believer all the way yet, but
Right.
Dude is solid.
I'm picking the Eagles, but let's fucking go Detroit.
Yes.
Please beat them.
Let's go. I would love to get this one wrong.
I would love to get this one wrong.
As somebody that watched the Hard Knocks and got to watch that last episode where they made the cuts to see who fucking made the team.
Damn, no bullshit.
But I'm an Aiden Hutchinson fan since Michigan. I don't even watch college football, but Terrance will tell you that's the one of the players that I watch. So I want to see him do well.
I did a franchise.
And I love Dan Campbell. So
yeah, I did a franchise with the Commanders. This man, Aiden Hutchinson, had like 7 sacks, it felt like. But definitely rooting for the Lions, but my pick is the Eagles. All right, we got Colts versus Texans. I think that's another division rival game to start the season.
And I picked the Colts.
I picked the Colts, too. I mean, the Colts got a lot going on right now, and the Texans don't pretty much have much. They ain't even got J.J. Watt no more.
Yeah.
Definitely is rebuild season over there. Who's the starting quarterback for the Texans?
I don't think it's me.
Is it Tyrod?
No, Tyrod is in New York. I want to say it's Davis Mills, but it's not. It is Davis Mills.
Wow. No disrespect to the Texans, especially coming from a Commanders fan. The rebuild is real.
Yeah.
But I think the Colts have a lot going on. That running back, new quarterback, that defense.
Yeah.
Even though Leonard's not playing, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Shaq Leonard?
I don't think he's playing the first game. Either way, that defense is solid.
We're going to see. But my pick is the Colts.
My pick is the Colts, too. Patriots at Dolphins.
I picked the Dolphins.
I did, too.
I picked the Dolphins.
I did, too. I love Mac Jones, but
I think Tua's going to go and light it up. Yeah. I think it's going to be like, yo, they tried to warn y'all. That's what they're going to say. We tried to tell y'all.
Y'all are going to see that it wasn't Mahomes, it was Tyreek Hill.
They got Edmonds, Waddle, Tariq, that fucking tight end.
Gesicki, who's also on my fantasy team.
Hey, you got a dope fantasy team.
Gesicki's on the bench.
Who's your starter?
Dalton Schultz, Dallas.
Over Gesicki?
Yes. Terrance, yes. Dalton Schultz be getting catches.
This man is on a whole new team.
I know, and Gesicki probably is going to have some more looks because you got a threat like Tariq.
He going to have a 23-point Gesicki on the bench. Damn. But yeah, I'm definitely going with Tua, Tariq, and them Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm a Dolphins believer.
But I would not be surprised if the Patriots won, though.
They Dolphins fans. That dude on their defense, number 8, I think his last name is like Connor or some shit. I forget his name. Number 8. He is a fucking beast.
On the Dolphins defense?
Yes. He's like one of them strikers. I'm going to show you his highlight tape. Ravens at Jets.
I went with the Ravens.
I'm not going against Lamar for the Jets.
I think Lamar is going to have something to prove.
Man, I've been watching the Jets one drive joint too. So I would love to see the Jets go out there and
Jets
win.
are starting Joe Flacco.
Are they? What's
Yes.
his name's not playing? Wilson?
Nah, because Wilson's not 100%. They just announced yesterday that Flacco is the starter.
Oh.
So I'm going with Baltimore. Baltimore, if you're going to win any games this year, it needs to be this game.
Yeah.
A Jets without their starting quarterback? Nah. Y'all better not go out there and lose to Sauce Gardner and them.
It sucks, though, because I want Lamar to not play. I want Lamar to really sit out until they give him that contract. I would hate him to go out there and on some Dak Prescott shit, get hurt before you get your contract, and now they're trying to throw a low ball number at you because, you did get hurt.
Yeah.
You already know. Jaguars. Coming to good old Landover to take on the first look. Washington
Commanders. Hey, look, I'm going to keep it 100. I said that I'm not going to pick with my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to pick smart this year. Do y'all think that I will ever fucking pick against my team? I'm not. Jaguars fans, we about to bust y'all ass. I'm not getting on this joint being smart. I don't give a fuck. Commanders will bust the Jaguars' ass, and if we don't, then we got problems. If we can't beat the Jaguars, and I know the Jaguars are saying this about us.
They got a young team.
If we can't beat the Jaguars, then we might as well. The Jaguars, y'all do have a young team. We're going to see. But I'm picking Commanders all the way. There's no way I'm going to pick I wouldn't even pick the Jaguars if I wasn't a Commanders fan, but I am a Commanders fan. DC, stand up.
I'm picking and Brandon Scherf's coming back home. Mm-hmm. Like the pancake, Allen.
Never.
But I'm gonna pick I'm picking the Commanders as well, man. Hometown. I would love to see the Commanders win. I don't think
we need to beat them on that purpose alone that they have, Scherf.
Yeah. I'm picking the Commanders. I hope y'all win. Both of y'all, I don't know. Both of y'all got what we need to see. Jaguars offense, Zay Jones.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm very confident in my team. I would never pick against them. But however, if we go out there and lose by 20, it's going to be like, damn. I'm not really too surprised. We did not see anything that crazy in preseason from the Commanders. We keep it 100, even from our 16th pick rookie. Yep. So we're going to see. 4 p.m. game, Giants versus Titans. I chose to go with the Titans.
I went with the Titans, too.
Derrick Henry back.
Derrick Henry is back.
And once upon a time, with Derrick Henry, the Titans were in the AFC Championship. I think they are a very big sleeper team this year. They don't have A.J. Brown, but they went and got bruh from Burks. Something Burks.
Treylon Burks. I think this is his first year, right?
Mm-hmm, he's a rookie, but like
from Arkansas.
He has the same build as Jalen.
And
what's the name? Brown.
Yeah. And you know what?
A.J. Brown.
They got Robert Woods from the Rams, but Robert Woods was hurt, remember?
Oh, yeah. See? I think they can be a sleeper team.
They could be.
I'm going to go with the Titans over the Giants. Giants, I mean, y'all got to prove me wrong.
Yep. I'm going with the Titans, too.
Let's go Titans. Beat they ass.
Chiefs.
We don't like the Giants on this side.
Chiefs, Cardinals.
I chose the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes, something to prove. Looked great in the preseason. Kyler Murray had the video game shit. Low key, he needs to go out here and win. If Kyler goes out here and has a bad game, it's going to be a long season for the Cardinals. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Zach Ertz is questionable. I think he's going to play. I'm picking the Cardinals. Fuck the Chiefs.
Of course.
I hate the fucking Chiefs. And let me tell y'all. No, you know what? I'm picking the Cardinals. Fuck that.
I'm picking the Cardinals because I don't like the Chiefs. Next game.
That's
basically what you're saying.
Essentially, yes.
Damn.
I don't believe in the Chiefs without Tariq. We need to see. Pat Mahomes just throw it up and Tariq go get it anywhere. Oh, my God, he's amazing. We going to have to see if you can still do that. But you know what? I do like that young boy Sky Moore that they got. I like that young boy. I think he's going to do great. I don't believe in Scantling and Mr. TikTok dance. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, it's about to be a crazy. He wears that number 9. He's going to have a great season.
Yeah, all right.
Just know that.
When you come to Empower, we'll see.
All right, y'all. We got Raiders at Chargers. I chose to go with Chargers.
I went with the Chargers, too. AFC West, this is a in-division matchup for us. I will be watching this game. That Chargers team is elite.
I think the Chargers team is elite, too. I think they were missing pieces on the O-line last year, and that's really was it. For real.
But they were missing pieces on their O-line was solid. Their defense is what was fucked up. They got J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack.
Okay.
So they got the linebacker help they need, the secondary help they need. They got some other pieces too. And so that's the thing. The Chargers defense wasn't shit. And so, but this is my thing, Chargers.
Oh, it was Burrow that had the bad O-line. My bad.
Yeah. I don't like this whole Chargers going to the Super Bowl thing because y'all haven't even been to the playoffs or been past the first round of a playoff game. So let's just get there first. Some of us got rings from 2015 and got 3 trophies in the case. So I just need to see that before I believe that the Chargers are just this.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like they have.
I do think they're going to beat the Raiders. Raiders fans, fuck out of here. Derek Carr, you're not A-Rod. Devontae Adams, you're great with A-Rod. Let's see what you can do now without one of the best quarterbacks ever.
We got Packers versus Vikings. This was actually a stout pick for me. Like a crazy, to me, it was a pick that wouldn't be as popular. Yeah. I think the Vikings have a dope-ass team. Dope weapons. But I think the Packers go out there and win. I think A-Rod shows people why he was a 2-time MVP, back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
He's a back-to-back MVP, and I think A-Rod is going to have that Brady effect where, yo, I'm good enough to make this team good. That's what I personally think. I pick the Packers.
I'm picking the Vikings all the way. I think the Vikings... Excuse me. What's going on with the system? I think the Vikings are going to beat their ass by like 20 points.
They do got Dalvin back.
I got Jay Jettis on my fantasy team. I need him to go off in week 1.
See how is that shit affect you?
But Thielen, Dalvin.
Y'all see this leg?
Terrance, no.
Nobody can see this
Nobody
leg.
can see your little leg.
Oh, they can't.
Which is what my man told you. I think the Vikings are going to go out there and do well. I believe in Kirk Cousins. And I think the only reason why I'm picking against the Packers is because I don't think they have anybody. Alan Lazard, they're supposed to be wide receiver 1, is questionable. He might not even play. They might just have Sammy Watkins and Randall
They have
Cobb.
A-Rod. They have A.J. Jones.
That's true, and I got A.J. Dillon on my fantasy team.
I own you.
That's the Bears.
No, he going to say that to the Vikings too.
Okay. Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers at Cowboys. I picked the Bucs. That team is elite. They have one of the best rosters in the league. Like, 100%. Complete roster. To me, they're number one.
Julio Jones.
Julio was kind of washed. We going to see, though.
There's been a lot of people that were washed. They didn't. Well, I'm not going to say that. Maybe I'm wrong, but didn't they say Randy Moss was washed and then he got with Brady and then all of a sudden he like revived his career?
Yeah.
So low key, with Brady, no one's washed.
Yeah, that's
literally. True. And Brady, low key, I heard this is from this I could be wrong. Brady, if it's wrong, then I'm sorry. But I heard Brady kind of going through a tough time in the crib.
Uh-huh.
I heard Giselle didn't know about this whole I'm playing again. So low key, I think Brady out there playing like, yo, we just need to go and win so I can be done with this shit. They have a stout-ass team. I think the Cowboys have been hyped all year. Fuck y'all.
The Cowboys.
How does it feel to have y'all team be hyped every year and then y'all are really trash and really haven't won a playoff game in years? Y'all know it's been the same amount of time y'all won a playoff game that we won a playoff game, right? It's been a long-ass time. Like, y'all literally don't have that much to be proud about besides a whole bunch of high expectations every year. Y'all going to go out here and get spanked. And look, even Skip Bayless is a motherfucker who's saying, yeah, we're going to lose week 1. See, okay, so y'all think y'all just going to go ahead and say y'all going to lose week 1, but we supposed to respect y'all as a Super Bowl contender? No.
Right.
Y'all going to go out there and get your ass bust, and this is going to start. This is going to start the whole trend of it. And then guess what's going to happen week 4? When y'all play Commanders.
The Buccaneers are too stout on offense and defense. They had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Russell Gage. They got all these people, and then add Julio. And that defense, I'm a big Vita Vea fan. He's a beast. So, I'm picking the Buccaneers.
I'm going with the Bucs.
We
about to look bad if Dallas win that game.
I know, right? Dallas don't have no receivers. Y'all got CD, and that's it, and Dalton.
Dak Prescott has an effect where he can be good with anybody, too. I think Dak Prescott is one of a kind quarterback in the league.
He going to get it to whoever, yeah.
Monday night. It's a whole lot going on Monday night.
Mm-hmm. Papa's back.
CC and all of the people going to be there. Is it at Broncos?
No, it's at Seahawks. We're going back.
Seattle.
We want the 12th man. Oh, it's hard to play in Seattle. Oh, it's hard. Guess what? My man used to it. We used to that noise. We just on the other side of it now. Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's go. Going to the motherfucking Super Bowl.
Y'all see who he's picking, but guess what? This is what I'm going to do this year. We're going to switch it up this year. I'm picking against Terrell and I have the Broncos pick. But I'm going to switch my pick.
Terrance, why? Why would you do that?
And go against Terrell all year long this time around. The Seahawks might dub y'all.
Terrance, they do. You could pick.
Papa Russ, guess how many snaps he's taken in a Broncos uniform? None.
He didn't play any snaps preseason. We're going to see our first look.
Y'all know how Russell Wilson clapped when he threw a pick? Oh, man.
Let me tell you this, though.
CC going to have to take the kids. Come on, y'all. Let's go to the playroom because this is bad. She know where it's at. I'm picking the Seahawks. Maybe not I won't pick against y'all every year, but I want to take up. I would love to see the Seahawks beat Russ for not re-signing that contract and restructuring.
Let me tell you this. This is what I will tell you. If we go out here and beat them 17-10 or 10-3, if we don't score more than 21 points versus the Seahawks, I am concerned. The biggest issue with us last year is that we didn't put up points. We averaged 18 points a game. Teams, you're not going to beat the Bills who putting up 50 against these teams. We want to show we can compete with the Bills. We need to beat these niggas 43-10. Dub. Our defense is solid. Offensive line solid. All we needed was a QB.
Man, it'll be so funny to see the Seahawks win.
And I got my boy Javonte Williams on my fantasy team starting. Let's get it, Javonte. Let's go, Javonte.
Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see exactly what these fucking Broncos do. But look, shout out to the NFL season. Yes, we sir. Back. Mm-hmm. NFL picks. Hopefully we can have more of a audience around the NFL picks and people enjoy, of more of a sports side.
The podcast has definitely grown since last football season. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Whole 9 Watch. If you're not following at Whole 9 Watch,
On Twitter.
He literally posts all of our football records and stuff like that for the season.
Posts a recap every week. Turn up, we back. And I think this was a good podcast, bro. Yeah. Pretty decent podcast episode. We was a little worried about this one because, sometimes we have a long work week. Or a short news week. And we'd be like, damn, we got to really kind of craft.
Figure out what ain't shit been happening but some random drama. And it's like, who want to hear about that?
Nah, you're right.
But that's wrapping up 117. Big shout out to everybody. Enjoy the football season, ladies. Let the fellas have this weekend.
Let them rock.
Let us rock Sunday.
Enjoy your day. It's the 9th. Something special gonna happen.
Yes, sir.